That is a heck of a lot of books. Nice to know the doctor's well read at least. Some body part or system that I'm completely unfamiliar with. There's a lot of interesting looking stuff on this table. I wonder who those are for. I guess that's supposed to be a drawing of a brain? I can't make heads or tails of this one. None of this makes any sense to me. Bodies aren't exactly my area of expertise. A cross-section of a human head. Odd, but kind of fascinating. I remember having one of those when I was a kid. Too bad it broke. I guess this must be an experiment of some kind. I shouldn't touch it. Who knows what's in there? Some body part or system that I'm completely unfamiliar with. I think the doctor would miss this if I took it. The doctor will notice if I take this. I need another way of keeping this information. There aren't any messes to wipe up that I can see. No, I think that's private. It says, "I love you, Dr. C," and it's signed I.S. There's lots of scribbles and notes on here. There's one that says, "This week's CS password equals next week's surgery." That's probably important. I'll just copy it down. I guess you can't be too careful when dealing with sick patients. Huh, there's 2 forms of soap. I guess this profession would make anyone a germaphobe. It's nice to see the doctor keeps his hands clean when dealing with patients. I just had a shower. My hands are clean right now. She's pretty. I wonder who she is. The doctor would definitely miss this. This jar looks like it's full of candy. Well, maybe just one won't hurt. I wrote down what it said on the doctor's notepad. This week's CS password equals next week's surgery. I don't think one of these would do me any good. This jar is full of little flat wooden sticks. I don't even want to know what they're used for. I've seen one of these before, I think. Doctors use them to listen to people's hearts. Impressive. Feather quill pens are hard to come by. I'm not sure I can see anything useful to do there. I should probably wait until the doctor gets here before I sit on the table.
Good afternoon, Miss Wellard.
Hello, Dr. Collins.
I've been informed that this is your first visit. Is that right?
Yes, that's right.
You look somewhat familiar. Are you sure you haven't been here before?
Yes, I'm sure.
You must just have one of those faces. In any case, what are you here for today?
I have green lung. The symptoms started about a week ago.
I see. If you'll just have a seat on the examination table, I'll do a quick checkup and administer your vaccine dose. There you are. You should notice a decrease in symptoms within the hour.
Thank you, Doctor.
Oh, Miss Wellard?
Yes?
I swore an oath to do no harm and heal the sick, so I would never turn away someone seeking vaccine. But I'd like to offer you a suggestion. When sneaking around other people's houses, don't stand so close to the windows. I'm sure you're aware of the consequences if you were ever caught.
Understood.
Yes, may I help you?
I was told to schedule a follow-up appointment.
Of course. Let me just show you our calendar, and you can pick a date that works best for you.
It says vaccination, Dora Everly. It says surgery, Paul Scott, medulla oblongata. Today's date, it says house call, Silas Harrison. It says house call, Jerome Bromley, and underneath, surgery, Derek Cooper, appendix. It says staff meeting all day. It says vaccination, Karen Schmidt. It says surgery, Paul Scott, medulla oblongata. It says vaccination, Anthony Prescott. It says lunch with Nero. It says vaccination, Dora Everly. It says staff meeting all day. There's already something scheduled on that day. How about this date?
Perfect. I'll pencil you in. All set. See you soon, Miss Wellard.
Welcome to the Ministry of Medicine. Please select a destination or request directions.
I'd like some directions, please.
Please state the name of the room you would like directions to.
Medulla oblongata?
Password accepted. One moment, please. Central storage is located to the left of the administrative cafeteria. It is the unmarked door next to the cleaning closet. Do you require further directions?
Nothing else, thanks.
Thank you for using this directory. Have a pleasant day.
Well, if someone was careless enough to leave this box cutter here, we'll just go with the old finders keepers rule. I remember seeing a diagram of one of those in a book Nelson had. When the alarm is triggered, the little clapper hits the bell and makes a noise. I'm not sure how I can use those things together. It's nice nice and soft and surprisingly clean. Well now, that's certainly tempting. This must be where the crates wind up going. I wonder what's on the other side of the wall. I don't think this chute will open manually. That is one huge metal door. There has to be something fairly important on the other side. But what? I wrote down what it said on the doctor's notepad. This week's CS password equals next week's surgery. I wrote down what it said on the doctor's notepad. This week's CS password equals next week's surgery.
Welcome to the Ministry of Medicine. Please select a destination or request directions.
Yes, may I help you?
Is it possible to change my appointment date?
Sure, that won't be a problem. Take a look at the calendar and let me know which date works best for you.
Today's date, it says house call, Silas Harrison. It says surgery, Paul Scott, medulla oblongata. It says vaccination, Anthony Prescott. It says lunch with Nero. It says vaccination, Dora Everly. How about this date?
Perfect, I'll pencil you in. All set? See you soon, Miss Wellard.
Welcome to the Ministry of Medicine. Please select a destination or request directions. Welcome to the Ministry of Medicine. Please select a destination or request directions.
I wrote down what it said on the doctor's notepad. This week's CS password equals next week's surgery.
Welcome to the Ministry of Medicine. Please select a destination or request directions.
Yes, may I help you?
Is it possible to change my appointment date?
Sure, that won't be a problem. Take a look at the calendar and let me know which date works best for you.
It says surgery, Paul Scott, medulla oblongata. It says lunch with Nero. It says vaccination, Dora Everly. It says vaccination, Anthony Prescott. It says surgery, Paul Scott, medulla oblongata. There's already something scheduled on that day. How about this date?
Perfect, I'll pencil you in. All set? See you soon, Miss Wellard.
I think I should check in with the receptionist first. I already took a brochure.
Yes, may I help you?
Never mind, thanks.
Uh-huh.
Welcome to the Ministry of Medicine. Please select a destination or request directions.
Interesting. I guess they put this in here as a part of the emergency detection system. The rag will burn, but it might get out of control. I'll need something smaller. Something tells me this brochure will be more useful in here. My cast iron bucket, it's been incredibly useful over the years, especially because it's heat resistant. It's got some incredibly flammable material in it. I should be careful. I should put this thing down somewhere before trying to light it. This looks like a good spot. Okay, this should work. Oh crap, what was I thinking? That was a close one. I need to find a way to stop the alarm and the building alert. If I cut this wire, I don't know if the terminal will affect anything in the room. I can't reach this wire, but I don't think I should cut it anyway. Well, now if the alarm goes off, the alert will at least be limited to this room. If I set off the smoke detector now, the alarm will go off. If I set off the smoke detector now, the alarm will go off. There's not much I can do to it with my bare hands. There. That should muffle the alarm if it goes off. Here goes nothing. That did it. I'll put out the fire before it gets out of control. I'll take this back for now. My God. There's enough vaccine stored in here to treat the entire population for years. Danton was right. The government has been lying to everyone all along. This isn't right at all. The people need to know the truth. Unbelievable. This could treat the entire population.
Amy Wellard, by order of the aristocracy, you are under arrest for trespassing on private property, breaking and entering, theft, and tampering with official Ministry of Medicine documentation.
I'm sure there's been some kind of misunderstanding.
Our orders are quite clear. You are hereby ordered to come with us for detention in Rockwall Prison.
Don't I at least get some kind of trial first?
We're here to escort you to Rockwall, not to answer questions. If you do not cooperate, we have authorization to shoot you on the spot. You are also ordered to return those stolen clothes to their proper location before leaving the ministry.
Fine, let's go.
Wellard, we've got a visitor.
Good evening.
Tiberius, you can't let them keep me here.
I'm very sorry, my dear, but things are a bit complicated. I came to explain your position.
Go on then, I'm listening.
Do you remember the day we were bombed, Miss Wellard? I can recall it quite well.
I was young, but yes, I was in school. I lost a lot of friends that day. My mother, too.
My condolences. You are aware that the reason we were attacked was for control of petroleum and mineral supplies, yes?
Sure, but what has that got to do with anything?
Rebuilding our society has not been an easy task. We still have much to do. Of utmost importance is maintaining order. Do you understand this?
Then why are you telling people supplies of vaccine are limited? You could help everyone and work on finding a permanent cure.
Yes, you are correct. And if we were to cure the population and allow our society to thrive once more, what do you suppose would happen next?
It would be great. People could live normal lives again, not have to worry about scavenging or dying of the plague.
Oh, of course. And when a rival nation caught wind of that prosperity and decided we had something they wanted? We would be attacked, experience the horror of war all over again. I would not wish the bombings we experienced on my worst enemy. I cannot let that happen again. I will not let it happen again. Do you understand me, Miss Wellard? I'm aware that the current system is not perfect. There is a clear class divide, but we are not tyrants. The aristocracy has always striven to care for the citizens who provide aid, despite their circumstances. In any case, I am genuinely sorry that things had to turn out this way. You did perform your job quite well, perhaps too well.
I was just doing as you asked.
I asked you to infiltrate the rebels and gain their trust. I did warn you that my protection could only go so far. You could easily have come back to me and informed me of Danton's plans to invade the Ministry.
She threatened to have me killed if I set foot anywhere near your tower. What was I supposed to do?
Informed one of my guards, sent along someone you trusted with the information. Though it hardly matters now, I've gotten all the information I need.
But how?
With this.
A gold ball on a string?
A clever listening device my soothsayer came up with. It was placed in the handle of your crossbow. I have been tracking you in order to ensure I learned the location of Danton's hideout.
You've been spying on me this whole time? Why didn't you just tell me you were listening in?
It was a test of loyalty, and unfortunately, you failed. It's truly a pity. I would have loved to give you your payment. You could have continued spying, opened up a mechanic shop, serving the government. Alas, I cannot reward criminal behavior. It would not be looked upon favorably by the public. We would lose the support of citizens like Mr. Harrison.
So what, you're just leaving me in here to rot?
I'm afraid not. Order must be preserved. I find myself forced to tie up loose ends. Danton and her rebels will be eliminated. As for you, it really does pain me to have to do this. But the truth is, I have no choice in the matter. You must be executed.
What? Why?
I understand this is difficult for you. However, my hands are tied. I simply cannot take the risk of keeping you alive.
And what if I promise not to tell anyone about the vaccine horde?
I'm afraid you've proven to me already that I can't trust you. In any case, I wish to thank you for your service. I'll make sure your execution is quick and painless. Goodbye, Miss Wellard. Again, I am quite sorry.
Hmm? The raven looks like it's trying to get in, but the electrified mesh on the window isn't letting it. Weird. Are his eyes red? What do you want? To come in here? You'd best fly away, bird. The window is protected with an electrified mesh. I guess that's one way to keep people from escaping. I am not in the mood to electrocute myself today. I should get rid of this stupid thing, but maybe it can help me. I'm going to need something long and thin if I want to do that. Looks like the previous occupant of this cell left a few things behind. Most of this stuff is just junk. What's this? Huh, looks like the previous occupant at least got a dose of vaccine. Oh well, an empty syringe might be useful in the scrape. Let's see if this works. Aha! Interesting. This wire could be helpful, and it makes this thing useless to Tiberius. Seems like a win-win situation. A medium length of wire. If worse comes to worse, I could probably just hang myself with it. I'd rather avoid sitting on that thing if I can help it. It doesn't look particularly comfortable. I guess this cell is designed for short stays. This panel seems to have something to do with the electrified window. It hasn't got any buttons or anything I can mess with on it. There is an opening at the bottom, though. I don't think that will have any effect on the panel. Locked up tight. I don't think I'll be getting through there anytime soon. It's some kind of mechanized drain operating on a motion sensor. I guess that's what passes for a toilet in this place. It's open. There's some pretty foul-smelling water at the bottom. I don't need anything else from there. It's just an empty bronze ball on a string now. I don't see how I can use that there. Touching the wire directly to the electrified mesh would be incredibly dangerous. There has to be a better way. I don't think that will have any effect on this trinket. I'm not sure how I can use those things together. Wires and water don't mix, but this wire isn't electrified. This should fit through the opening at the bottom. There. The wire is live. I could probably move it with my foot, but I don't know what that would accomplish right now. Hope this works. What are you doing, little guy? Well, I wasn't expecting that. What a smart bird. Right, Time to get out of this hellhole.
You have sent the soldiers to the market district?
Yes, Minister Tiberius. They're heading over as we speak.
Excellent. And the spy in the Ministry of Medicine?
Taken care of.
Good. With regards to Miss Wellard's execution, please be sure to tell the firing squad to aim for the head. Don't drag it out.
Yes, Minister Tiberius.
Oh, such unpleasantness. I really take no pleasure in having to do this sort of thing. I just hope it will all be over soon. Good evening to you.